Never stop reading the Bible.
Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a really profound idea, this concept of a single perfect sacrifice that literally changes everything. And we'll see how that one act makes a powerful, resilient life of faith not just possible, but, well, the natural response.
But before we get into the weeds, let's start with a question for you. Think about it. What makes a promise truly trustworthy? I mean, so solid that you'd bet everything on it? Just keep that question in the back of your mind as we go through this.
All right, so our journey starts with this idea of a sacrifice that's, well, final. It's complete. We're not talking about something you have to do over and over again. This is about one act, so perfect and so powerful, it was done once, and that's it, for all time.
Okay, so let's break this down because this slide really lays it all out. On the one hand, you've got the old Levitical system. Think of it like this. They had to offer sacrifices again and again and again. It was basically a constant nagging reminder of sin, right? And because it was never-ending, it could never really make the worshiper feel complete or perfected. But then you look at the other side, Christ's sacrifice. That was a one-and-done deal, offered once for everyone. And the effect? Total, real forgiveness. It actually perfects believers for all time. It's the difference between a temporary fix and an eternal solution. It's huge.
And that's the key takeaway right here. The work is done. It's finished. The image of Christ being seated at God's right hand, that's like the ultimate mission accomplished signal. There's nothing more to do, nothing left to add. It is complete.
So, if the work is completely finished, what does that mean for us? You know, this isn't just some dusty historical event. It's a living reality, and it opens up a totally new way of life. So the big question becomes, what's our part in all this? How do we live in light of this incredible new reality?
Well, the answer definitely isn't to just sit back and do nothing. No. Because of that perfect sacrifice, we're actually called to something really dynamic. We're called to actively live differently, to grab hold of this new reality with both hands.
And check this out. It breaks down into 3 clear calls to action. First, draw near to God, like with real confidence and a sincere heart, no hesitation. Second, hold on to the hope we profess, and I mean hold on unswervingly, like your life depends on it. And third, and this one is so important, we're supposed to do this together, to spur one another on, to encourage each other to live lives of love and to do good things. It's a team sport.
You know, all of this builds up to this really powerful encouragement, persevere. The idea is, hey, don't throw away your confidence now. It's going to be richly rewarded. You need to persevere. It's a reminder to look back at how far you've come and not to give up, because holding on is absolutely essential. There's a reward at the end of it.
Okay, so that's the what, persevere. But how? How do we actually do that? How do we hold on when things get tough? Well, that brings us right to the heart of it all, the second major theme, faith. It's presented as the absolute core principle here.
And look at this definition of faith. It's not just some passive thing, like just believing something in your head. No, it's an active principle. It's like the engine that gives you the power to face down and overcome literally any circumstance. That's a game changer. And the cool thing is, this isn't just some abstract theory. We actually have this incredible legacy, a whole history of people whose lives are a testament to this principle in action, a real-life hall of faith, if you will. Let's run through a few. We start way back at the beginning. By faith, Abel, he offered a better sacrifice. His faith was the very foundation of his worship.
Then you've got Noah. By faith, he listened to a warning about something that hadn't even happened yet. And he took this massive, completely countercultural action. He built an ark that saved his entire family. Talk about trust.
And of course, there's Abraham. By faith, he packed up and left everything familiar behind him. He went to a place he'd never even seen, all based on a promise. That is faith in action, stepping right into the unknown.
You see the pattern here, right? It's undeniable. When you look at all these stories, you see how faith enabled regular people to achieve things that seemed totally impossible, and to be seen as righteous because of it.
So let's bring it all together. That perfect, once-for-all sacrifice we talked about, that's the rock-solid foundation for our hope. And faith? Faith is the active, living principle that lets us build on that foundation. It's what empowers us to endure the tough times and overcome whatever gets in our way.
And that really brings it all back to you and me. We've seen the ultimate sacrifice, and we've seen this incredible legacy of faith. So the only question left is, what's your story of faith going to be?
Thanks for joining me. This has been an explainer from the Center Studio.